In this video, I'm going to talk about setting up the document for your online gallery poems for the Bus Lines assignment. So this is the only one where the format is variable. The only restriction is that it looks decent on a screen. So that means two things. One, you should be designing it in RGB, which is the color system of screens, as opposed to CMYK, which is the default in some of the programs, and it's really meant for print. So I'm going to click Create New, and then I'm going to go over to either web or mobile. Either one will put me in an RGB format. And you can certainly enter dimensions in pixels, but I'm going to go with inches because that's what we're more used to at the moment. So 8.5 by 11-ish is okay. What I would suggest against is going with something that's like 10 inches wide and like 3 inches high, because that, if I click this preview button, that's going to give me something really long and skinny, and that's going to be tiny if someone is looking at this website on their phone. It's not going to be good. So if anything, you might want to do something like long and skinny this way. That's maybe, I think I overdid that a little bit. Let's make that like 6. Yeah, something like this. So it's kind of in the area of 8.5 by 11, but it doesn't have to be. And why not make it something different? You're going to be stuck with 8.5 by 11 your whole life. Now's a great chance to do something outside that. So if anything, more vertical or maybe square, rather than something that's very horizontal. So because this is a digital thing, there won't be any bleed on it, so you won't have to worry about that. For the margins, I would maybe leave them about 1/2 inch in this size range. That'll just make sure that you're not getting something super close to the edge that might look like create a lot of tension that you wouldn't want if someone's looking at it kind of on the, like, only that image on a small screen. You don't want to create any, you shouldn't be creating extra tension that they don't already have because they're on a small screen. So any size vaguely in this range will work well. And then I'll click Create. And notice that your swatches palette might look a bit different because it's all in RGB. So stick with RGB. You can use full color, absolutely. If you want to make some graphics in Illustrator and put them in, or work with some photo imagery from Photoshop, just make sure that those graphics are in RGB as well. And I'll cover the color modes in another video. But for now, this is how to set up your files for online poems for our Bus Lines assignment.